There's two main approaches to health. First one is called the medical model, and the second is called the health model. Now, the difference between them is very simple. In the medical model, which is what we see today, as known as healthcare, the healthcare system, is symptom treatment. So people get some symptoms, and the doctor identifies the symptoms and give you a diagnosis, and you take some kind of pill or treatment. It could also be acupuncture or something like that, but basically you take some sort of treatment to counteract those symptoms. So that's the medical model. It is kind of fighting against the symptoms that the body is displaying. Now the health model is based around the idea of, instead of fighting against the symptoms of something, we're looking to create health as opposed to fighting against disease. It's a shift in perspective, a shift in mentality, and a shift in practice as well. If I'm living an unhealthy lifestyle that gives me high blood pressure, that's just a symptom. If I take medicines to stop my high blood pressure, that doesn't change whatever caused my high blood pressure, which probably was my diet. Could be high in salt, high in fat, these things. So the only way to really healthfully remove that symptom is to stop causing high blood pressure. The body doesn't want to have high blood pressure. So unless we are causing it to have high blood pressure, the body would have perfect blood pressure. That's a part of health. So in one approach, the person has high blood pressure, and we're fighting against it with medicines and treatments, bringing the blood pressure down, paying no regard to the fact that why does this person have high blood pressure? In a health care situation, we're looking to remove whatever is causing the high blood pressure, and then the body will naturally return to normal blood pressure, because normal blood pressure is part of health. Now, so when you look at our so-called healthcare system, we can realize now that it's not really a healthcare system. It's a sick care system. And I'm not just playing with words. It really is a sick care system. It's a system to care for sick people. It's a system to fight against sickness. And then there is the preventive medicine, right? The people that do alternative medicine, things like that. And they call it preventive because they do things to prevent disease. Wouldn't it be better if we could just cultivate health? Cultivating health is not the same as preventing disease. If we look at something like hydration, some people might say that drinking water prevents dehydration. And although that's one way of looking at it, it's really more accurate to look at it this way. Dehydration is the result of not supplying what the body needs, water. So supplying water is not because we're preventing dehydration. We're drinking water because our body needs water. And as long as our body has what it needs, it will not be, for example, dehydrated. So preventing disease is very different from creating health. We're drinking water because our body needs water. We're eating the foods for which we are biologically designed because our bodies need that food. We're not eating bananas to prevent depression or greens to prevent cancer, or no, we're just eating what our body needs, and that will result in health. So I encourage you basically to realize this. The healthcare system is in fact a sick care system. And remember, this is not medical advice, so if you are sick, go to your doctor. He will give you sick advice. But if you're looking for health advice, or if you want a healthcare system, you have to realize that healthcare is your responsibility. You have to take care of your health. And building health is something you do every day in everything you do. It's what you eat. It's what you don't eat. It's how much you sleep, it's your environment, it's the air, it's the water, it's the people you're around, are you getting enough sunshine? There are so many factors to health, and if you want a sufficient healthcare system in your life, I will encourage you to study the science of health. This science of health is known as the field of natural hygiene. Natural hygiene. So take a look, research, read up on natural hygiene, and realize that healthcare is self-care. Alright. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And stay tuned for more videos on health, healthful living, and happiness. Have a nice day.